G'day team. All right, welcome to episode 15 of Yarns with Beef and Matt. My name's Matt.
My name's Beef.
And today we have one of the previously named 47 Fowler brothers, Mr. Ben Fowler. How are you, mate?
Not bad, just competing, trying to get through the day.
Yeah, we're actually here live at the Class of Threes event doing this one. So cheers, Dean, for letting us take up some space. I guess we normally like to start these things off with like a before you got into CrossFit. What was life like?
So I played rugby beforehand. And then just like school sports, I was really into, I loved like the triathlons and stuff like that. But my main thing was rugby. I think I did rugby seriously until I think under 16s was my last year.
Right. Yeah.
So that was for we did Ellesmere, Canterbury Country.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then, I started CrossFit because of my mum.
Yeah.
So she started first and then kind of dragged us all in one by one.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So originally I started it for kind of like off-season training.
Yeah.
I was like, I could do it. A little bit of fun, fitness, strength and conditioning sort of thing. And then, I just enjoyed the CrossFit more. I thought, shit, I'll just move all my cards into that.
Yeah.
Fair. Gave up rugby, actually the next season, gave up rugby and started doing CrossFit.
So you did, off-season training and then never went back.
And then didn't go back, no surprise. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, how
True,
good,
so
man.
it was Mum that brought you in the gym the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she wouldn't shut up about it. I was like, oh, damn.
Is that Linda?
Yeah, Linda.
Yeah, shout out Linda.
She's competing today, actually.
Nice.
Getting after it.
Yeah. I was like, shit, there must be something to it. She's enjoying it this much. Actually, no, I used to run in the morning. That's right, yeah. So I used to go for runs with Mum in the morning at 6 a.m. And then I lost my running partner because she went to CrossFit, like the 5:30 a.m. class.
Oh, right,
And then when I started CrossFit, I did 5:30 a.m. class in the morning, school, and then rugby training in the afternoon. Yeah. And then, thankfully, learned to drive, so I could kind of go at a more appropriate time.
Yeah. Those Arvo classes.
So that's what I started with, was 5:30 a.m. class.
Nice, man. What was your first gym you're at?
So same gym that we're at now. We've gone through a couple rebrandings, but it was a Franks Brothers gym, so they had kind of a franchise in New Zealand. I think they had 3 different CrossFit gyms. Yeah. And then as it kind of went through the stages, it kind of went up for sale, and we were worried it would turn into like a 24/7 gym. Right. So parents ended up buying it. Yeah. And then we've just ran with it pretty much ever since. Yeah. So same gym, just rebranded. Yeah. A couple times.
CrossFit Selwyn, the shed. So you guys, it is CrossFit Selwyn.
Yeah. So
where does the shed part come from? Just you just always called it?
Affiliate name CrossFit Selwyn. So I guess when we went to the games, we were CrossFit Selwyn. Yeah. Everything CrossFit Selwyn, but the shed came from, so we had, first location was in Rolleston, and then we moved to our backyard, and we had a shed built. Right. Yeah. It was pretty big, but then we kind of outgrew that within like a year. Yeah. And then we moved, and we just kind of kept the name The Shed. So we're not actually in a shed anymore, but it's called The Shed.
I was going to say, I think I've seen on like the Crispy Dudes content as like literally a physical shed. So that was at your place.
Yeah. So you can kind of scroll. It's pretty cool actually. You can kind of scroll through the Instagram and find the shed, where it was, where it kind of came from, and all that sort of thing. So
before we move on from the actual building, now what's with the mural, the South Park? What's the goes with that?
So when we moved into the other place, it looked pretty bland. Like they were all just concrete walls and stuff. Yeah. We were tossing up with. We wanted art on the wall. This was before we had any name tags or anything, and we kind of just. I guess we wanted something different to having CrossFit athletes on the wall. Right. Didn't really know what to go for. We all like South Park. We thought, fuck it. Why not put it on the wall? Yeah, sure. So we basically gave the artist creative freedom, said we want the South Park characters doing some sort of gym movements, and then just chuck them all on the wall.
That's pretty cool.
I thought there'd be like a real good backstory, but just
no, not really.
Just like South Park.
It was colourful, right? So it kind of makes the gym, or like brings more colour to the gym. Yeah, instead of it just being like a grey concrete wall. Yeah,
that's fair.
I don't know. So your gym, like, you guys obviously the Fit brothers. So you got you, Luke, and Sam.
And Timmy.
And Timmy.
Yeah.
Timmy. How old's Tim? Sorry, he's here.
I don't want to get it wrong. I think he's 19.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's on the come up. He's on the come up.
He is on the come up. He's actually he was listed on the team. I'm not sure why, but it would have been fun to have him on the team. But he's actually doing his level 1s this weekend. So
nice.
Yeah, so we got Johan instead.
That sucks.
But yeah, I mean, it was good for the lift, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah. Johan with the 150, 3 RMA.
152, yeah, 3 RM clean. So
that's it.
Why'd you end up pulling on the DD out there? It was pretty manic.
So we knew we were, I think, 15 kilos behind Royce's team, Royce, James, and Bailey.
Yeah.
I opened at 190. I was going to hit 190 anyway. And then James threw on 200. I was like, all right, I'll just wait. Or no, I put on 200 as well. And then he went up to like 220, so I had to move up as well. I was basically just trying to box him out.
Oh, God.
And then it got to the point, he went to 230. I was like, nah, I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah.
And then, so I put 215 on to kind of put the pressure, so he had to hit the 230.
Yeah.
As soon as he started, I just hit one rep and then just stopped. I had no intention of hitting it.
Yeah.
So I hit the 1, so he had to go up to 2.
It was more of a psych out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about it after how we could have gone about it. But then, God, he grinded out that 230. It was pretty wild.
Yeah. Well, one of the plates fell off the side.
Slightly suspicious. it was impressive. It doesn't actually matter.
No, not at all.
Yeah, we'll give it to them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's footage, but
I think for
it'll never get released.
The lift, the plate was on.
He got 95% of the lift.
Yeah. 4 3/4 RM lift. But anyway, sorry, back to what I was saying before. So you got there's the 4 brothers. Okay.
4 brothers,
How is it that gym came about to be like a home of so many like elite athletes? You got like Marnie as well. Bailey jumped over there for a bit. I know they're in Brisbane now. Yeah. And then Madeline Schelling. Yeah. Obviously, you guys. What are you guys cooking up down there? Like, what's happened?
I honestly no idea. Me and my brother Luke do all the programming.
Yeah.
And then it kind of started like we just had like I don't want to say old people. We had older people at the gym. Like we were just the kids, and we were just kind of coming along. No one was competitive. Trying to think. I feel like it happened after nationals at some point, or like we went to touring and stuff, and then I think they kind of just wanted a place to train, and they saw that we were in there doing our thing, and then as they kind of came across, we started getting more younger people, and now we just got some awesome athletes. I think just from the environment, people who come in who want to be fit just kind of catch that bug, and they want to compete, they want to do competitions, and then it just gets to the point where now we've got I'm not sure. We had close to 20-something athletes compete at nationals last year.
That's nuts.
And then I'm not sure how many we have at NZ Champs, but
you both took out NZ Champs, the women's and the
me and Christina took out the. Well, I mean it's just to qualify, doesn't really matter, but it was cool. And then we've got I can't really remember off the top of my head, but we've got a lot of athletes within the top 20 and stuff like that. So most of that's just community. Like we set up kind of heat times and everything, have everyone go at it together. It's just lots of fun, really. I think cool environment for people to compete. No,
we're looking forward to NZ Champs. It's gonna be good. First year. So, and your parents, they've got a lot to do with it.
It's just kind of the cluster team. I mean, I don't really have any idea. I'm not allowed to know, obviously, because I'm competing. But it's just the cluster team. So there's like those guys, Dean, Luke Fiso, and then whoever else they have. I've got no idea. But I'm not sure what involvement they have. Like, I don't know what their role is, but they help out. They're running around today and everything. So
Linda's doing amazing, like competing and then off the floor.
She's
like logistics, man. She's an
pretty
intense woman, man, but she gets shit done.
That's a work ethic coming through right there.
Oh, sweet.
Before we touch on sort of what you've been up to more recently, I would like to talk about last year, I believe, CrossFit Selwyn at the Games, 7th overall. 6th overall. Okay, my bad. How was that season for you, bro?
It was great. So zero intention on going teams. We said we were going to do the team quarters just for fun. More of a competitive thing than or more of wanting to have the shed up there and kind of seeing where we were. Than actually doing it. I did the quarterfinals. Actually, all of us did the quarterfinals individual. And I really want to go individual. I was humming and hawing. I'm like,
yeah, because we're used to seeing you at like Torian.
Yeah.
As an indie.
Yeah.
So.
And they kind of convinced me. I was like, whatever. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. It was cool. It was different. It was fun learning people's strengths and trying to play to their strengths versus just knowing what I can do and doing it myself. I struggled a little bit with the like if I'd worked really hard on, say, muscle-ups, and then when we do a workout with muscle-ups, if someone else was struggling real hard, I feel like I couldn't show what I was working at. But as a team, it was definitely the best way to go to the games the first time, like kind of being in it together, having people to hang around with afterwards, or like in between time was awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably wouldn't do it again until the end of my individual career, but definitely something I'd revisit like way later on in the future.
Yeah. I was literally going to ask that. What's Selwyn's plans with a team in the future? Do you reckon not having you in the team, you've got a few brothers to choose from? They want to step up and
we have a family team.
They looking to step up or?
I think we are going to have a team try. Oh, actually, we had a team last year try and qualify for Torian, but they only just missed out by it might have only been like one place.
Oh, shit.
So I think there's a couple girls who are real keen to go team the next year. Yeah. I'm not going to, but we'll see. Yeah, I'd like to have a team. It's just cool having people from your gym go and compete. Oh, 100%. Like having, because we all kind of try and stay together, watch each other, support each other, and it just makes it, I don't know, makes it a lot more fun when you have people to talk to in between events and stuff like that. You don't feel so, I guess, more like on your own sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like logistically getting over to the games in America, like you've got a guaranteed support crew pretty much your team, because it ain't cheap trying to get over to Madison, Texas next year.
Texas now,
yeah. How good's that gonna be, man?
But even Sam was at Torian this year with Jack's pack.
I know. Cool. I really wanted to go to Torian. They were trying to convince me to go watch, and I was like, but I obviously knew I was going to Spain, so I was like, I gotta save my money. Right. So but. It looked fun. It looked fun being over there.
Yeah. We were there. Front row to watch them was pretty cool, man. Yeah. Like Abby and Gabby and
so young
Jack.
too.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
The future's so bright.
I feel like she's like 17 or something.
Gabby, freshly 17 maybe, but like the numbers that she puts up is crazy.
I tell you, we always joke with Sam. It's like she's lifting more than the dudes in that team. I'm like, Sam, you got to get your strength numbers up, man. I was like, you can't get out lifting.
You're letting the family down here, bro.
Yeah, man. Like that, they could have done real well. Like there's I think you could pinpoint 2 events that really like they blew up.
Yeah,
but
it's hard to tell watching on the TV. But
but it was like they qualified in a really good position.
Where did they qualify?
Like top 5.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Top
they were top
5.
5.
Like they were like handy as. But then that's and that's with experience as well. And like I know I've never been to a semi-final or anything like that, but being able to redo workouts in a qualifier, and you can definitely hone it, as opposed to you get one shot on the floor. You know, so that comes with experience, surely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So like you were saying. The current day, Ben Fowler.
Present Ben, yes.
Just got back from Spain. We talked a bit about
2 days ago.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. How's the jet lag?
I'm feeling pretty dusty now, to be honest. I'm glad we were actually first heat. Like, it's not nice getting up early, but man, I'm glad we're done now. I woke up at like 4. I've been up since 4. Like,
that's a big day, man.
What's the time difference here,
so
here to Spain?
Spain's 10 hours. So for us right now, it's, what is it, like 6 or something?
It's 5:15.
Oh, 5:15. So it should be, what's that, like 3 a.m. in Spain right now?
3:15 in the morning.
So it's a pretty rough time difference.
Yeah.
But I haven't noticed it too bad. It's like the first day we arrived back, I was exhausted. Good sleep. Feeling a lot better now, just tired by the end of the day. So
Plus, you've been competing all day.
True. Yeah, 4 events today. So
Yeah. Stacked the heat too. So what took you to Spain?
So obviously the original plan was the games.
Yeah.
That's obviously the goal for every CrossFit athlete is the games.
Yeah.
So I had last year in, I wouldn't even know, around Redemption time. Redemption was the last comp I did before obviously Madrid. But I tore my meniscus in my knee.
All right.
So had to get knee surgery. It was going to take 6 months until I got the surgery, and then another 2 months, till full recovery.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do the Open. Oh no, I could do the Open. I couldn't do quarterfinals. Couldn't do quarterfinals or like any comps around that time. So I wanted a big comp to do. I wanted something to train for. I needed something to test myself. So I was kind of talking to my coach, Facundo. He's based in Europe.
Yeah.
And he was kind of
does he coach you?
Yep.
Because you're a Mayhem athlete.
So Mayhem,
Yeah.
So he coaches through
cool.
Mayhem and coaches all of those guys. So I've been talking to him quite a bit about what to do with my season, all that sort of thing. And so I wanted to go to Europe, and my girlfriend, who is Spanish, her family lives in Mallorca.
Yeah.
So I figured, I've been going out with her for 4 years now. Probably time to meet her parents. I thought maybe I should probably
make the trip.
Yeah. So I kind of planned it around that. I thought, right, I'm going to try and hit multiple comps while I'm over there, meet her parents, hang out with them.
Yeah.
So that was, so I just basically planned it with her.
Yeah.
So that I could go over there, get the comps in, meet her family, and then come back
Come
and
back
then
home,
somehow found myself doing this comp. But yeah.
Oh, it made it easy for this had to happen. When Dean said, Ben's coming, I was like, I know what I'm going to do.
I know, when we were talking about times, I was like, that 10-hour difference is not going to be nice. One of us is going to not enjoy it.
He texts me, he's like, bro, I really want to talk to Ben, but we're going to have to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, man.
That's why I said, like when you first mentioned, I was like, you might want to wait until I'm back.
Yeah. And then, we were even supposed to do this yesterday, and then we ended up missing our flight.
Oh, true.
Like by minutes, man. They closed the gate and we're like, okay, we can see the plane.
No, it wasn't even the gate. Like they closed bag drop.
Yeah.
So we had 2 options. It was fly out tomorrow, which no, that's not happening, or leave our bag at the airport and go through and jump on the plane. I was like, well, all of this.
Yeah, all of this
is
was
in the bag.
But most of the reason you're going is in the bag.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to miss my flight as well. I was like,
oh, really?
Yeah, Dean was saying.
Our, what did it say? It's my ticket, flight boarding at 4:05, and I arrived at like 4:20, and I'm standing in the security line. You know how they have all those rows?
Yeah.
I was just standing there, and I was like, no fucking way. Johan comes in like 3 lines behind me. And I was like, oh man, I was like, look, I don't think you're going to have a team. I was like, we're both standing here. We're both very late.
Yeah.
As it turned out, we were fine. But while I was standing, I was like, I don't think I'm making it to class 3s or Johan for that matter.
Bro, we were the complete opposite. We were like looking at the time like, oh yeah, like we're only like a minute late. We'll be right.
Like, nah.
Get that, nah. Oh.
I guess it depends on the lines as well, though. Like sometimes it takes people so long to board, and then it kind of gives you a chance. But
how good. So the comps over in Spain, Madrid CrossFit Championships. That's what it was called. Yeah. I did manage to catch a bit of that. First event, fucking how good.
Yeah.
Took a 4th place, won your heat.
4th, yeah.
Yeah. Talk us through the event anyway.
So what was the event? It had those real high box jump overs.
Yeah.
The way down was awesome. I was like, man, I'm killing this. It's awesome. Pistols, very nervous for pistols, obviously with my knee.
Yeah.
So first time doing pistols was testing the event. And man, they went great. I was really happy with the pistols. GHDs were fine. They switched the handstands. So the handstands were originally with a 15 centimeter deficit. And then they kind of
wall facing?
No, just regular strict.
Yeah.
But so they're meant to be 15 centimeter deficit.
Yeah.
But then they changed it to dumbbells, with no deficit. So I was a little bit annoyed about that because I thought that was kind of where I'd make up my time.
Yeah.
And then bike, and then you kind of go back down the ladder.
Yeah.
And oh man, back down the ladder was rough.
How are those box jumps right at the end?
Do you see everyone on
everyone,
even that top, everyone's just standing there, hands on knees.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I mean, because it's not like a clean injury. Like there's repercussions. If you fuck it up, you're gonna eat shit on the other side. And that was like 42 inches. I was like,
It's
oh my
so
Lord.
high, man.
So, yeah, got
Yeah.
through those. Everything was fine. Could have GHD'd a bit faster, but I beat
Yeah.
my training time, so I was happy with it.
Yeah.
Mean.
Have you watched back the footage?
A little bit.
Have you at the turnaround when you guys got onto the bike? The commentary had no idea who you were,
Oh, true. Yeah, no.
and
yeah,
they got
so-
the wrong name.
Yeah, no, I watched
Yeah.
back the footage on my phone because my girlfriend videoed
Yeah.
all of it. But yeah, my brothers were saying they were just talking about someone else
They were.
pretty much the whole time.
He was like, it was. Yeah, one of them was like, oh, I think so and so's on the bike, and the camera's on you. I was like, no, that's definitely Ben Fowler. And they were going on like for ages, and then one of the other commentators comes in like, no, actually. Oh, no, that's Ben Fowler out of New Zealand. I was like,
yeah,
man.
like surely they had the.
Yeah.
Like, oh, actually, no. You know what the problem was? It's because people pulled out. There was people who pulled out, so we had random empty lanes,
Oh,
and
right,
maybe people went in different lanes because there was. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why there was such confusion. But
Maybe we'll let them off, but I was like, come on, man, like
I know it's
professional
pretty rough,
competition.
yeah.
At least learn the names, man.
Yeah.
Still happens at the games. I was cracking up when they put Bailey Martin when he won his heat.
the
and it had
German
the
flag?
German flag. I was like,
Yeah.
"Bro, come on,
I'm
bro.
like, man,
Yeah,
like it wasn't even like an Australian flag.
Yeah.
It was completely.
Not even
Wrong.
close."
Was there even? I don't want to think.
Yeah.
About it. Is there any German?
yeah, there
Yeah.
was. So it was
Yellow.
how
Was
I
it
think they got it
yellow
wrong
Yeah.
was that they were both rookies,
Oh, yes, true.
and like that's the only explanation I can give. They were like, "Oh, just put it next to the rookie's name." Like, oh, fuck, which one? They're both rookies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. But yeah, carry on with the event. Event 2. Talk us through it, man.
Okay. Event 2 was. What was it? Oh, that's right. So it was 21:15:9. Oh, no, it was the chest bar first. So 42, 30, 18 chest bar.
Yeah.
21:15:9 snatch. The snatch went 65 kilo, maybe 70 kilo, and then 80 or 85 kilo,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, everything was going great. A lot of people went out hot. I was like, man, because Facundo said, don't go hard on the chest bar. I was like, I think that's where I'm going to make up my ground. But I was like, no, I'll listen to him.
Yeah.
Or else he might not be very happy. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
This is my first time seeing me compete. I'm like, I don't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
So went for it. Everything went great. I think I got out in front somewhere on the 70s.
Yeah.
And then got to the 85s. I was one rep ahead of Alex Catullus, who was a few lanes over. So I was just kind of watching him, making sure I stayed ahead. We went 3, 3, 3 in separate sections. I did. Yeah. First 3 were great. Second 3, awesome as well. And then I got to the last 3, so rep, what would it be, 7. And I squat snatched it because I'm like, I'm pretty wrecked here.
Yeah.
We were allowed to do whatever snatch. It was just snatch.
Yeah.
And my judge goes, no rep. And I was like, no. Oh, I can't get no rep. And I was like, what was it for? He's like, oh, you're not allowed to squat it. I was like, yes, I'm allowed to squat it. I was getting real mad. So I ended up doing 6 snatches in that last segment. And I dropped from, I mean, I don't know where I assuming I finished same as Alex,
Yeah.
it would have been a 4th, but I think I finished 9th instead because I got no rep for.
Did you
squat
argue
snatch.
that?
Oh, the appeals process was rough. So I talked to the head judge. He said, oh, there's nothing you can do on the floor. Just do it through competition corner. So left competition corner, everything was fine. And then I got an email at like 9:30 about I have to go and see the appeals judge.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm already home having dinner and everything.
Yeah.
And then I got another email half an hour later saying my appeal failed because I didn't go and talk to the appeals judge. And then I went and talked to them the next day, and I think the head judge just wasn't sure who I was supposed to talk to, and then that all kind of messed everything up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad about it now. It wouldn't have changed anything, but just at the time it was a bit frustrating.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, especially because I thought I was going to get another heat win. I was like, in there, I was going good, and then you start getting no reps. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
So
That's not good.
that was pretty rough. And he only had to judge one movement. I had one judge for the chest bar, one judge for the snatch. So he only had to judge the snatch. I don't know. I don't want to blame the volunteers. Like, they're all volunteers. It is what it is. But when you're judging one movement, it's kind of like, maybe you should know what that movement is.
Come on, bro.
It is difficult though. Like, and we've talked about this with Deechie the other day. On like, it's one of the few sports that relies on volunteers.
Yeah.
For a lot of stuff in the event, and the importance of having like a a paid group of judges that go through and they're skilled up. And
they give them a lot of gear. Like I know it's not the same as being paid and stuff like that.
It's a major event, man.
I'd happily pay an extra 100, 200, even like 300 more dollars for registration so judges can get paid, because I feel like that means we can hold them to a higher standard. If they're not just volunteers, you can kind of be like, all right, buddy, learn what you're doing. It is actually a job at this point. Whereas, and I would pay for that, because if you're trying to be competitive and it's in someone else's hands, it really messes you up.
That's good that you say that. So, like, we even brought that up, putting a surcharge on the entry fee, and just say, because like you said, no one's going to be angry if you're saying, by the way, this extra $50 is actually going towards
guaranteeing you get good judging.
Good judges who are getting paid.
Like, I always try to thank my judges and be real appreciative, because I know it's just volunteering, but I'd rather just pay them at that point. I don't know. I feel like they deserve it. It's harder running an event than competing in one. 100% harder. So they definitely deserve something.
Well, I mean, you say that, but then without you, there's no event to put on. So, it swings around.
But then we ideally get money at the end if we do well enough. So
the good athletes do.
That's the plan.
Oh man, how was it competing with the brothers,
like
the Duke
Luca,
brothers, and,
Travis, Jonakowski. Fun. It was cool, kind of testing myself, seeing what they do in the warm up, seeing what they're doing, like after the workouts, and just like kind of hanging around them. I guess you kind of rise to that level. I mean, it's not like, definitely my first time going to Torian, a little bit starstruck, seeing like, especially like Cara. Cara was the first one I saw, Cara Saunders. And I was like, whoa, like that was kind of hit me. Whereas now being at the games and all that, you don't get that anymore, but it's still, you like definitely look up to them and just like, I guess, aspire to be like them. So it's always kind of watching what they're doing, trying to beat them, obviously, but still looking up to them while you do it. So
no doubt.
It's an interesting situation, but really cool to talk to them and kind of hang out with them for the weekend.
For sure. With the Madrid Championship, obviously we're real excited for NZ CrossFit Champs, for our first big, CrossFit Championship affiliated event. But how does like Madrid stack up to a Torian?
I guess it depends who does the comps, but atmosphere-wise, Torian's still the best atmosphere I've been at. I don't know what it is. Even at the games, it didn't feel as kind of hyped as Torian and stuff like that. But Madrid was great. It was spanned across 4 days. There was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday pretty much empty. And then Friday they kind of started to fill in. And I think we were on quite late, so we were kind of like outside of work hours, so it started to fill up, and it got super cool. But
sick.
Not quite Torian.
Everyone said that.
And it's like we're trying to weed it out. We're like, where's the comp that's better than Torian? But no one's given us one.
Nothing. Like, it feels like there's genuine fans at Torian who are there to watch the athletes and like yell for them. Whereas it kind of feels like at a lot of other comps, most of the spectators are just there waiting for their heat, sort of thing, or waiting for when they compete. So they're all just other athletes.
Like what you'd see at like just a normal CrossFit comp.
Like local comps and stuff like that.
As soon as your division's finished for the day, off you go, and after.
Pretty much,
No, fair enough. Like everyone said that the Torian is the best atmosphere. Like Royce Bailey both said, compared to the games at some level, like you just said, the atmosphere at Torian just, one-ups it even more. Yeah. How good. So after Madrid CrossFit Champs, you carried on. You had another comp in Barcelona. What did you say the name of that one was?
Wodcelona.
Wodcelona. Yeah. How was that one?
I don't regret doing it, but it definitely was not a smart option competing a week later, especially because I flew. So went from Madrid, flew back to Mallorca, and then stayed there for 2 days, flew to Barcelona, then competed the next day. Just not enough build-up time. Still felt a bit fatigued from Madrid. Really cool comp, awesome location. I just wish I had more time between them. So lesson learned. Still had fun.
Yeah.
Still got to see Barcelona and everything, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't catch any of that competition at all. I know you said it was on YouTube. I just assumed that it was
just
like,
awkward hours.
Wasn't
televised. So yeah, the venue was good. Yeah. What made it so special? Was it outdoors or?
So it was kind of on. I guess they have like the big beach and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of stuff going on that weekend. I saw, like, walking to the venue, there was like scooter comps, BMX comps.
Oh, really?
People rollerblading everywhere.
True.
Yeah, there was people doing everything, and it's all just kind of like along the beachfront. So they kind of have a big, I guess a big like concrete pad going out, almost to the water basically, and that's where it was. So
was there a swim at the
yes,
event? There
first
was.
event. Yeah.
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 Oh, nice.
So running a swim, which is cool.
Nice. How was that?
It was alright. I thought I was a bit better at swimming, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I stayed afloat. I got, I think, like
That's the
8th
main
in it,
thing.
So yeah, yeah, it was alright. It was alright.
Didn't require floaties. That's a win.
No, didn't need saving, so I was happy about that.
How good, man. So what? That was that like last weekend then or something? Or?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
It's crazy.
it was.
man.
It was last weekend.
Yeah. So
It
you've
feels
gone
like a while ago now.
Madrid champs, Barcelona, and then plus the three.
Yeah, now
Like
here for plus the threes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's fun. I'm really enjoying just.
You say
competing on
that,
the
but
team.
it's 150. Not that anyone did it. The 50 down the 10
Bro,
workout, man.
That
Yeah,
the AMRAP.
That was nasty.
Yeah, well, the time in the area.
Yeah.
Well, we knew, obviously, watching the girls, we knew we were there for 12 minutes and we weren't getting it done.
Yeah. Your judge was
So-
pretty harsh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we keep getting random narratives. Nah, that was on us. I watched
It was Johan, man. He kept like it was pretty much on your first or second chest
the
bar.
first chest bar. We
He'd
couldn't.
stuff it up, and Dean's just like Hawkeyeing me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta know, rep you, man.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We I was really happy with. I thought we were gonna get them because we had like 9 chest bar to go. They were still just sitting there. Man, I thought Bailey was
Bailey
gonna
was
die.
stuffed, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, surely he passes out or something. Like, come on, one, give us
Fingers
one.
crossed, come on.
I was like, come on.
Apparently Royce wasn't too flashy either.
Really?
Like James was the one. Like if you watch the ones we did with them before. Apparently, yeah, James was like 3, 2, and they were like, nah.
And both of
like,
them just went out,
you
yeah.
calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ours was just the first rep, eh? We couldn't get synchro.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Jane, you would have seen that. I was standing there with a dumbbell overhead, like, guys, you got to be synchro. I'm like, just stop. And then
Yeah.
we can kind of go together. And then on the video, our synchro looks terrible compared to Royce's team and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying just being on a team, not really having any pressure. Like, I just want to try and beat them in events. I mean, we want to beat them overall, but
Yeah.
you know, we got to get pretty lucky now.
Yeah.
But it's just fun trying to beat them. It's fun having, like, I haven't talked to Bailey since, I think since like before Torian. So
Yeah.
really cool catching up with him and Marnie again.
Yeah. That's for sure.
And just kind of hanging out. So
Well, you could
Yeah.
probably track them down. There's somewhere playing pickleball at the moment.
Yeah,
If you want
that's
to go
why
beat
they
them at
left.
something.
surely not.
Because Royce
No,
is so
genuinely.
into. That's why they left. Royce is like, nah, we got to go to pickleball. Like him and Christy have entered a tournament.
Really?
He's so hooked on it, man.
Royce is in the warm-up area telling James and Bailey, like, one more workout, lads, and we can go play pickleball.
Bailey's like, nah. Bailey would have been dragged out of here.
He's gone home. Oh yeah, when they're leaving, all right, boys. So we'll get to the courts and we'll play, and then we'll have dinner. And I'm like, man, you're
That's
so
why, yeah.
funny as man. But
Well,
good chat.
hopefully fatigue them for tomorrow. We want to get an
see,
event
man.
win. My younger brother's messaging. He's like, "Come on, guys, surely you win at least one."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh man,
There's
why
2
are we
tomorrow?
trying?" Yes, 2 tomorrow morning.
Have
Yeah.
they been released?
One of them has,
I think
but
they
I
were
don't
just- they were
understand
just-
it.
You missed the briefing before. They were down there doing a briefing.
I'll figure it out. I have read it. I just don't understand it. It's
Yeah.
like, someone working, someone holding something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johan for again.
No, he won't. Johan's the worst.
He's fit, man. Fit and
He's
strong. How old is he?
Very
19?
strong.
19 maybe, 18 or 19.
That's crazy, man.
He's good fun to have around. He's like, he'll just shit on you for anything. So it's like fun to kind of talk
Yeah.
shit back and not take it too seriously. But
Yeah.
like, he's fit, so he's gonna try and
yeah.
hold his own.
I
Except for that
competed-
dumbbell one.
Competed against him at Discipline Games, and it was a snatch event, and I was just like stepping up to it because it's like the touch and go snatches.
Yeah.
And I was like stepping up to my bar, I had 85 on there. I was like, come on, you can do this. And then Johan, 120 on the bar. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I might just sit
Like
this out.
18-year-old out here.
Dude,
Kind of humbling.
I first sort of saw him at Torian, and I was like, oh yeah, this kid's pretty full on, and then just followed him on socials, and he just gets stronger every time I see his posts. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's still getting stronger as well, which is wild, but
That's good, man.
yeah.
Has he always been at Selwyn?
Nah, so the first time he came was for age group qualifiers. He kind of came just to do it with my younger brother.
Right, yeah.
And then he used to train with us a lot. Like on school holidays, he'd train with us in the morning. We'd go back, just fight each other on UFC all day, and then go back and train again.
Yeah.
But then he's based in Sumner. So,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
So, based in Samoa, did you say? He was.
Sumner.
Oh,
Samoa.
Sumner. I was like, Samoa. I was like, oh, you're traveling then. Sumner's a bit closer. Yeah.
So he comes in and trains still.
Yeah.
Sometimes I catch him, depending on when he's working and stuff. But
Yeah.
he's been around a lot of gyms actually in Christchurch, but
Yeah.
always comes back to the shed.
Yeah.
So it's
Hey,
good.
they all do apparently.
Yeah, I know.
Bailey will be back.
He'll be back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you better be. Nah, I don't think I think it's too cold for him here.
Yeah.
He's not good with cold mornings.
That's
So
what he did mention that a few times. He's probably not going to be at NZ Champs, is the
Is that what
word
he
on
said?
the street, because of how close it is to Rogue. I think he's going to try and make it work.
is it before or after Rogue?
It's
After.
after Rogue, but I
Oh,
think
true.
I think it's like a week after.
Oh, actually, yeah, I did talk about
Yeah.
that with him. Yeah, I told him. I said you better get training though for Torian. I
yeah,
said I was going to beat him at NZ Champs, but
So he is.
I'll wait for Torian. So
yeah. So
But anyway,
it'll be good to see you going up against Bailey. But I mean, there's always Torian, so that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I guess it's hard with so many comps. Like we were actually talking about that before. Like you kind of
Yeah.
only want to hit kind of 3 bigger comps, and then like you can do fun team stuff here and there. But like if you don't, I guess for me looking at it, if I don't work on the things I sucked at Madrid, what's the point of me competing? I'm just gonna still suck at those things, and I'm
Right.
still not gonna win because of those things I need to work
yeah.
on. So unless I get a decent off season and give me a chance to get better at them, it just kind of seems pointless doing
Yeah.
more comps on top of it and just having the same sort of result.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, he laid it out. It was like he's got Rogue, which is a pretty unique spot to be in. Not many people
Yeah.
get to go to that competition. Like Rogue, Down Under, Waterpalooza, you throw in NZ Champs in there, and then Turf Games as well. I think he's doing. It's like they're all
pretty close.
pretty
together.
close together, and they're big sins. Like
Yeah.
they're a huge toll on your body.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah.
But yeah, what does the rest of the year look like for you?
Hopefully off season. To be honest, I'll definitely do NZ Champs, and then other than that, I got nothing on. I wanted to do Down Under real bad, because I couldn't do it last year, obviously. I qualified for it, but and then did my knee later on.
Yeah.
So wanted to do it this year, but the qualifiers were at the same time as Madrid. So I was like, I really want to have a good go at Madrid. So I thought, I won't do it, or
Yeah.
won't do the qualifiers. So yeah, just NZ Champs. Hopefully a big off season, then I can kind of prep for Torian. So
Yeah.
then I can be my best
Yeah.
for the CrossFit season.
Speaking of off season, what are they feeding you at the Christmas lunch? Is it protein bars and aminos, or what's going on in the Fowler household?
On Christmas, definitely not. I remember one year specifically, we bought out the scales because we wanted to see how much we could eat at Christmas. So we all weighed ourselves beforehand and then weighed ourselves after lunch, and we were definitely put on a couple of kilos.
Crack up.
For me and my younger brother, we still live at home, so whatever dinner mum cooks, or actually we all have nights on dinner.
Yeah.
But yeah, we eat pretty good. Or we eat like kings with mum cooking.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's great.
it.
It's great
That's
being
it.
at home. I can't speak for the others, but
Yeah.
yeah, just mum's cooking.
Yeah.
That's a mum thing, eh?
Yeah, well, for her, she's like she sets us up with like leftovers for lunch the next
Yeah.
day and everything. Like we'll try and make the dinner, so have that dinner and then have it for lunch again the next day, sort of thing. Breakfast is always the same, which is great because I kind of just like sleepwalk through making it and everything. Don't have to
Yeah.
think. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Keep
just
that
eating
routine.
lots,
Yeah.
trying to get strong.
That's the one, bro.
Yeah,
Aren't we
no,
all?
there's definitely some talent at home at your guys' place.
Yeah,
Unreal.
shit, yeah, man. So you're a Mayhem athlete, been over that.
Yep.
How'd you get onto that?
So we were doing just the Mayhem Compete stuff for ages. Actually, I've probably been doing Mayhem for 4 or 5 years. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah. So paying for the program.
Yeah. We all just paid for the program, did the compete stuff, and then went to the games last year, obviously on a team.
Yeah.
After that, I decided I wanted an individual coach because we'd just been doing compete, didn't have a coach, didn't have anyone kind of looking over me.
Yeah.
So talked to Facundo quite a bit at the games. He was like helping us out with everything, which was awesome. Or the whole Mayhem crew was helping us out.
Yeah.
So I thought, shit, well, there's not any reason to switch, I guess, who's doing the programming or whatever, or like switch, to a different brand or whatever. So I reached out to Mayhem and just kind of told them what my situation was. I want to go individual, want a coach so I can kind of get to that next level and just have someone looking over me. So, so they set me up with Facundo and, been with him for coming up a year and a bit, just over a year. Yeah. Probably been working with him, so.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely great. Definitely pays off having a coach and having someone to talk to about the workouts. Like, I guess without a coach, you kind of just do the workout, don't think much of it.
Yeah.
And then you just come in the next day and it's more of a rinse and repeat thing. Whereas with the coach, I guess you think a lot more about what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you can do better at it. Next time, I guess you actually look at the workout and look at how you did on it.
So, for sure.
Yeah, we're getting that feedback, like, makes a huge difference. Shit, you said something there. This happened again.
Oh, you're doing it again,
mate.
Oh,
man.
He's real good for getting a real good question and then just...
like ramble for too long.
Oh, that's what it was. So you did the games. He spoke with Facundo, decided, obviously in your own head, fuck it, I want to go individual and I want to have a good crack at it. But then you did your knee.
Yeah.
How does that affect you, like, going forward to want to be still competitive? Are you like, well, fuck, I've got to have surgery? Or do you see it as like, oh, all good, in 6 months I'll just be...
I knew I was going to miss the CrossFit season just because of the surgery date. But then I also was kind of in the mind of, I don't want to go to Torian if I'm not going to have a chance to make the games, at least this, from here on out sort of thing. So I thought, there's no point in me even doing the qualifier, so I might as well get the surgery on that date, bang it out, have that month or something, and then time it well with Madrid, so I could go over and do that. So not really, I just missed out on a season.
So you didn't think at any stage, like, oh, I'm fucked, I can't do CrossFit anymore. You just like,
no, I mean,
no mental downfall or anything.
No, I mean, I wasn't very happy with the sore knee.
Yeah.
But I knew what it was, and I knew once I had the surgery, it would start to get better. So it wasn't like a questionable as like, oh, is this ever going to get better? Am I always going to be stuck with a shitty knee sort of thing? Yeah. So not really. I wasn't happy sitting at home doing nothing, but
I think you can see that. Like, obviously you come from a high performing family, like all your brothers are elite, if not close to being elite, with your younger brother athletes. Is that instilled in you at a young age from your parents?
So my mum, she's still out there competing, so you can see it in my mum a lot.
She's probably setting up for tomorrow.
Yeah. She is out there. She's got the mop.
She's got the mop.
She's on the mop. Let's go, Linda.
So she's always been like running. She's always the one making us when we were kids, going for walks, all that sort of, just being active. Yeah. Definitely from a young age. And my dad was an Olympic cyclist, so he's he's like Commonwealth Games medals and stuff like that. So it's always I always joke with him that I'm going to get more medals than him, but then he brings out his actual boxing. I was like, no. He is absurd how good he was at cycling. Yeah. So it's definitely like inspiring, trying to be like dad, trying to be as good as dad sort of thing. So I'd say just sport in the household, naturally being competitive with 3 other brothers.
Yeah, it definitely helps,
we just wanted to be active, and then having the brothers made me want to be competitive. Like, you don't want to be the worst brother at running or the worst brother at this sort of thing. So you're always trying to be better than each other. So
I got the same. I'm one of 3 brothers. I get that, man.
There you go. That's what I mean. So
I'm in the middle too. So it's like
rough.
Older brother is just can't do any wrong, and the younger brother is fucking genuinely talented at everything, and I'm just out there trying.
Someone in the middle giving it the best effort. It was like that with we played a lot of like rugby on the lawn and stuff like that. Like we just did like 2v2 and stuff like that, and we get really into it.
Yeah.
Trying to beat each other and just that sort of thing. So
have you guys gone that next level, like actually figuring out who's the best runner, who's the best lifter, have you gone that far yet?
We not so much at the moment because we're all kind of doing different stuff training wise, but we used to do, when we all did Mayhem together, we do like sprint intervals, and Luke and Timmy, really good sprinters, but anything over 400, I'm better than them at.
Right.
So I remember doing like 200 meter sprint, and I just start laughing. I was so slow. I don't know why. I don't know where my genes were. Far out. They would like destroy me in 200 meters, and I would start laughing because they would just like, it's 200. How far ahead can they possibly get? But strength numbers kind of speak for themselves. You kind of know who's
lifting the most.
Who's lifting the most, but then other than that, it's all just fun. Just trying to outdo each other at comps and stuff.
Yeah.
Pete and Linda. The Fowler games.
I know. Well, shit, they used to beat us in workouts because obviously they started before us.
Yeah.
And I still remember the last workout Mum's ever beaten me at. She RX'd it as well, so it wasn't like she scaled and I RX, both RX. She whooped us and would not shut up about it.
What was the workout?
For ages. I can't remember the workout exactly, but I know it was a whole bunch of... Fuck, I beat you. Get on in. I know it was a lot of kettlebell stuff. With like lunges, swings, clean and jerks. And we were tormented for a while. Yeah. With losing to her.
Doesn't even have to be Mum. We've all been humbled by someone who we definitely thought we wouldn't be humbled by in a workout. It's like starting out and you see someone, you're like, oh, I'm fitter than them. And
just
you're just bent over, exhaling, and they're just carrying on. It's like, what's going on?
There's a fella at my gym, his name's Blair. And like, he's got a motor on him. Like he's like, you tell he fucking enjoys a bit of food. Like he'll be watching this and he won't get offended by that. But like he takes pride in that. Like this fit as newbie will come in because Blair's a demon, man. Like when he wants to switch it on, like he'll go, man, and like and he won't let go either. Like he just so stubborn. He's like, and like some fit guy will come in, like new airs, like I'll go to the gym. I know what I'm up to. And he'll just dust him, man. You can tell they're just like, oh, I should be beating him. Like, like
just
nah,
look,
man,
you're like,
about,
we get that a lot. It's cool when you get new people in, fit people, mostly from like other sports like rugby and stuff like that. And you see them, machines are perfect because you can see their pace. You walk around the first round of the workout and you're like, they don't know what they're doing. No. They're pulling like 2,000 on the rower. They think they're fit. And by the second round, you're like, I could see that coming. And you just don't. It's fun to not say something the first time because then I think they'll learn better that way. If I try to tell them from the start, maybe do this, maybe do that, they don't get that chance to suck shit on the second round and realize how bad they
and like what they're getting involved in, like, and you can tell by the, you go up and you're like, hey mate, like you haven't done thrusters before, and you can do 3 at that weight, but like this is a 21-59 paired with burpees. This is gonna suck. You know, and they're like, oh no, I want to push myself.
You
like,
try to explain it to them.
Okay, bro, how you push yourself all you want, you know, and then.
But it's cool to let them learn, like, as long as they're not going to injure themselves.
That's the main thing.
It's like, go for it, and you'll figure it out. And then next time they do 21-59, they'll probably be a bit smarter. They'll
remember.
They'll be like, oh shit, I remember this. Or they just won't come when it thrusters.
Do you sit back and just watch, and you're like waiting for that point where you see it in their eyes, and they're like, oh, fucked up.
People know, and you can tell it pretty early on. Like, because like in the warm-up, weights will feel pretty good, and then you start the workout, and you're like, I used to be like that all the time. I'm like, I can do 60 kilo thrusters. 60's not that heavy. And you start getting through the workout, and you're like, oh no, like I've made a huge mistake, and you're like too proud to change the weight down. So you just suffer. So bad. You just suffer through the whole workout.
All good, bro.
It's like, it's not too bad.
It's good when you lock eyes with someone and they've done the same thing. And you're both like, we fucked up here, bro.
That was first year at Torian. That was me and Luke on that sled pull workout. So it was it was like intervals. So it was ski, box jump overs, sled pull, and you had to pull the sled to the end. Some people hooned through that. Me and Luke never pulled a sled in our lives. So we did the first round, and you get that minute in between. We did the first round, and as we were walking back, we look at each other, and we're like, fuck, bro. I'm like, our sleds didn't move at all, and you have to walk past everyone else's sled. That was probably my worst workout to date from like a Torian or something.
Oh, I think I remember
and
that.
we both looked at each other.
Was that the ski...
It was
they had like those weird box jump overs where you could use your hands.
Luke De Jong he had to change shoes with James
Yeah,
Newbury.
so he had like a round off.
But that's when Khan tried to get it in one round, and he
Yeah.
went full send, and then he like
And
didn't
then
get
just
back to the
crashed.
sled pull.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
remember that.
Yeah. How was that on the big stage? Because obviously you're like, shit, there's thousands of people here. And
It's kind of weird. I feel like you kind of tune out to it because everyone else is working out.
yeah.
And like people aren't watching you not pull the sled. They're looking at the people who are still pulling it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
true.
thankfully, Luke was there, so we could kind of share that moment of sucking.
Yeah.
We were just kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
We looked at each other and I was like, man, like these sleds ain't moving. So it wasn't too bad. I feel like it would have been worse if you were the only one on the floor and then get everyone kind of cheering for you. That's pretty rough.
I think just from a few things you've said in this conversation, it's quite easy to see that like positivity runs like is like you know how they say there's like two wolves in your head. You know, feed the one that's got the good things to say. Like it's just a few things like you said there. It's like like you can get caught up, but it's really easy to realize that they're watching the people pull the sled, not me. It's like a lot of people would not see it like that. They're like, fuck, these guys know I
You
suck.
get real self-conscious.
Yeah, whereas you can switch it off and go, nah, fuck, they're
But
watching
like,
them
it's
anyway.
almost so bad that it's funny. I mean, it's not. I wasn't making the games that year. It didn't matter. I was back in. I think I was 18th-ish. I finished. Like I wasn't making the game, so it was almost funny that I was so bad at this one movement that I couldn't even. That I'd never even done.
Yeah.
And it was funny that Luke also sucked.
Yeah.
So it was like we both looked and we were like, oh man.
Who's going to suck the
We're
least?
together on this.
Yeah. I did beat him, by the way. I did beat him. But
Santa, throw that in there.
I don't know if it was a last and second to last, but
Oh, so
yeah,
good.
we were somewhere at the back.
Put it in the one column, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
That's good, man.
I need some new shoes.
That's recording, bro.
Surely Bailey's got a few
Yeah,
spare
I know. Yeah, maybe I
pairs.
hit up Bailey.
Oh, he's selling them, bro.
Oh,
$1,000 signed.
Yeah, well, yeah, get some side ones.
Sorry about that, team. Reset the cameras there. Yeah. So he's informed now, but we're going to wrap this up. Obviously, we're about to get kicked out of here anyway.
Sleep time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially for you.
Yeah.
Shit, it's been a big. I like to say it's been a big day. It's been a big few weeks.
Big
bro.
month, really,
It's
yeah.
been a big month. But I really appreciate you coming and sitting down with us.
Hard out.
No,
It's
sure.
been cool. It's cool doing it in person as well.
I
You
enjoy.
don't
Yeah,
get
it
to
is.
do
It's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool having a platform to talk about. Vent, maybe you could say about some of the Madrid
Yeah.
stuff,
Vent.
but
Yeah.
no, it's cool.
All right, you can ask, bro.
All right, well, we've just let him know, but we like to wrap these up by asking our guests to give us a workout that we can go and suffer in the gym. So have you got a little training piece for us, bro?
All right, I'm gonna go for the Madrid workout only because I want you to look at the times and I want to give you something to try and beat.
We're not
So-
beating it.
The workout.
Okay,
is,
bro.
well, you got a full like 30 or 40 people to look
Okay.
at. So
Okay.
you know, try not to be last. You've got we'll see. So you've got it is. I guess I'll give it to you altered. So you've got as many sets as it takes.
Right. Okay.
It is 2 minutes on. Maybe it's 3 minutes on. No, 2 minutes on.
Mm-hmm.
You have 16 cal row, 12 thrusters at 45,
Mm-hmm.
and then max bar facing burpees. So the Madrid workout, I think it was workout number 6, maybe.
Yeah. 2 on. How many off?
For 2 on 1,
2 on, 1 off.
1 minute off. Yeah,
And what's the number of burpees you had to get to?
75
75.
bar
Yeah.
facing. So
16
Travis
cows.
and Yona got it done in 3 rounds. I want you guys to aim to get it done in.
Give us 4. Oh,
I want you to aim for 4. I want you to
4
aim
rounds.
for 4.
So that's 25. Oh,
But-
yeah, it's less than 25.
I'm going to be straight with you, bro. I'm just going to try and get it done.
Yeah.
But you have to keep going. You have to keep going to get it done. But no, here's the thing. I don't think you'll get it done in 4, but I want you to try. I want you to hit that wall.
Okay, yeah,
that
yeah,
all
okay,
the athletes
yeah.
hit. Like if you watch the event, a lot of athletes went out 30 in the first round.
Yeah.
I think they took all 4 rounds or 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I want you to go for it.
Okay.
So
So 16 calorie.
yeah, I'll message through, but 2 minutes on, 1 minute off,
Yep.
16 cal row, 12 thrusters at 45.
Yeah.
females, if anyone wants to do it.
Yeah.
30, and I think they still had 16 cal row. I could be wrong. I'll double check it.
Yeah,
but
double check it.
yeah, and then max bar facing burpees. So your goal is to get to 75. So once you get to 75, you're done.
Righty. And as a CF, L1, L2?
L2.
L2 coach, elite athlete, scaling options for the bar, because there's obviously some mortals out there that will be giving this a go. I do it as a
pull
class
back the
workout.
cals, definitely. They're not really the main bit, but you can definitely die on the row. You're not going to win on the row, but you can definitely die on the row. So maybe pull it back to around 10 cals.
Okay.
Thrusters, I'd keep them 12, but they should be unbroken. So if you're not going to hit that 45 unbroken, pull it back to pull it back to a weight you can do unbroken. I'm not going to give you a weight, but something you can do unbroken.
Yeah.
And then burpees, I would pull them down to 60 or 45, depending on where you're at. We'll call it 60. Yeah. Make it fun for everyone.
Yeah. Right.
Real fun.
It is. It was fun. It was fun. That was the closest to giving up I think I was. I mean, only because of the heat, and I think because of the corral time. So you get corralled for ages, and then you go out 100%. I walked back to the row. I thought I was going to pass out. I was dizzy. Yeah. I was like, is someone going to get upset if I just stop? Like, surely mum's not going to be upset with me. And then I was like, I got back on the row and I felt fine. But
how many rounds did you finish that in?
I don't know my time exactly. I got it done in 4.
4 rounds, yeah.
But I'm not sure exactly what my time was.
And you want us to try get it in 4?
I want. It wasn't 4 like.
I know what you're trying to say. You want us to die.
I want you to feel what I felt.
Okay,
basically.
Bro. Okay, bro.
I'm humble enough I'm gonna scale this, but he's definitely gonna do it as prescribed.
Yeah. It was I think the problem with it is the problem isn't the cals. The problem isn't the thruster weight. So scaling's awkward because the thing that sucks is the burpees, and you're not going to scale the burpees unless you pull the reps back. So everyone's going to suffer.
Well, hey, it was coming. To be fair, we've had a few easier ones. Like, they've looked after us.
Yeah, no, I did enjoy Royce's.
So there was one coming that was gonna, and here it is, team.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can take it easy. You can get it done in 5, kind of cruise through.
Yeah.
Actually, even 5's not that cruisy.
I think 5's not cruise.
Nah. Well, you can extend it. You can extend out the rounds and it not be too bad. But it's one of those ones.
Like, you want to have the thrusters done by the minute mark, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you want to be like 20 seconds on the rower.
Yeah, push the rower harder
and then get a hold of that bar, and you want to be sub-minute, if not minute, so you can just go to work on the burpees.
I'm just thinking, did you say people went out and did 30 in the first round?
Yeah, so while you're doing it, you can think about Travis and Jonakowski both got it done in 3. Both got it done in 3, and that is
25 per round.
Yeah, and we were rolling the bar
would have done
across
more
the floor.
in the first round.
I'm more thinking, we just did a giveaway with Down Under, and we made it a challenge. It was just 2-minute max out burpee over the bar. It wasn't even bar facing, and the guy who won it, he got 57, which is pretty much 2 seconds a burpee. That was lateral, and that looked like a slog, man.
Yeah.
So bar facing to get 30 in the first round.
after the row and the thrust.
That is insane.
That's pretty crazy.
Okay, look, hey, thanks. I don't know. I'm not gonna say thanks. Thanks, I guess, man. I don't really know.
I don't think you were saying thanks after. You can message me and let me know how it goes.
Bro, we'll let you go get some dinner, have a shower, and get some sleep, man, because I think you need some sleep, bro.
Yeah, I am. I'm feeling pretty dusty. So.
Appreciate you hanging around too, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Man. Nah,
Thank you very much for doing it. I appreciate kind of doing it for the New Zealand athletes, or New Zealand, Australia athletes, giving us a platform. So
Up the Kiwis.
Up the Kiwis. Up the Waz.
Up the Waz.
That's
we got ages, bro. It's in Australia.
No, it's at 9:30.
Yeah, that's still ages away.
Anyway.
True. Enough time to eat.
Yeah. Right, bro.
Thank you very much, guys.
Catch up.
Cheers, brother.